Hey, good morning, fellas. It is the December 1st, Sunday morning. I apologize. I had to switch my SIM card to this phone. It may be not as good. It's much older. Eyes getting a lot better. And overall, this week, this is the weekly dividend reinvestment stocks. For those of you who don't know what that is, this is a way you can buy stocks directly from a company through the company I use, which doesn't charge anything. We always use the free account. It's called computershare.com. And we've built a portfolio. So far, we have 12 stocks. Next month, we'll have 13. And all I do is I do this every 7 days so I can prove to you that one of the ways I can help you is, God, excuse me, is by helping you learn how to manage your money. Being able to effectively manage your money is a very big deal. I also think there is another person on YouTube. I believe his last name is Ramsey. He has a site, but I'm not trying to sell you anything. All of my advice is for free, and I just want you to know that there are some of us out there that are actually trying to help you without taking anything from you. Okay? So here we go. First, I'll read you off how we did, and then I'll turn the camera around and I'll show you what it looks like to have a stock portfolio. All right? As of 12/1/24, our current balance is $33,546.82. We started this account on April 23rd, 2022. This week we are up $257.64. Year to date, we're up $10,175.38. And since inception on April 23rd, 22, we are up $28,547.20. I'll say that again. In less than 3 years, we're almost up $30,000. So that's about, give or take some change, about 10 grand a year we've made off of stocks. That beats a punch in the face. That beats a money market account. That beats a CD. That beats bonds. That beats all that kind of stuff. And according to Dalio and all the people who know, the ass was supposed to fall out of the stock market and everything was supposed to collapse this year, but it didn't happen. And it's the same thing the doomsday sayers have been saying every day. Where do we get our advice from, and who do we take our advice from? I take my advice from Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger, who has departed. Warren Buffett uses a dollar cost averaging strategy, which means we spend a certain amount a month, every month, no matter if the stock price is up or down, buying fractions of shares of stocks to build our portfolio. Okay? Other than that, I don't know much else to show you other than to take you and lead you through what it looks like, what our portfolio looks like. So I'm going to stand up, turn the camera around, and show you what we're working on. All right, here we go. Raw! A little sword today. Let me see if I can turn the camera around. I'm not sure if that worked. So I guess I can't turn the camera around, so I can't figure out how to do it. It's been so long, and this is such an old phone. So here we are. That's computer share. That was what you would like to do next. Here is our portfolio. If you can see it, there's the word portfolio. I'll take it down to here, and that should be our holdings. It's in alphabetical order. Our first stock is Advanced Micro Devices, ticker symbol AMD. There is the quantity. We have 1.6. Right below that is our Amazon stock, which is AMZN is the ticker symbol. That's the amount of shares we have in our Amazon account. That's the price per share as of close of business Friday, the 29th of November, which is $137.17, 17.5 cents for AMD, and $207.89, which is for the Amazon stock. You can see the green arrow on both of those means that the stock purchase was up this Friday. there is the overall market value for both of those accounts. So I'll sit you down and I'll read you the rest of the accounts, and then I'll talk to you a little bit more about money. And, and as a matter of fact, I will talk to you more about money right now while I got you kind of captured. I believe one of the worst things they do to us as young men and young women is they never teach us about money. They might give you, an hour-long class on balancing your checkbook and stuff like that, but they never talk to you about things like dollar cost averaging and how using time and compound interest can help you make a ton of money. So you figure in just since April of 2022, a little over 2 years ago, we've made almost $30,000, $28,547.20. That's not bad. Again, I'm not selling anything. You don't have to buy anything. There's nothing else than that. And how do we pick our stocks? And why do we use ComputerShare? How we pick our stocks is we pick our stocks based on the advice from Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger. Our stocks have to produce a tangible asset people need and use. Most of our stocks are things people need, use, and in some instances, because it's water and electricity, you kind of have to have it. All right? Well, you can live with it. You can live without it, but I enjoy the suburban lifestyle that I live. So anyways, we'll get on with it. Let me close the book. This, by the way, is my laptop where I keep all the information on here. So anyways, set my glasses off. I'm not going to let you see me wear my glasses. So anyway, so we'll go through the stocks, and I'm just cranking through them and reading them to you from the holdings, then the quantity, then the price, whether it was up or not. And I'm not necessarily going to get into the market value. So first we did AMD, which is Advanced Microsystems. We did Amazon after that. Next up is California Water Group. That's, again, water, something you have to have it, or you're not going to live without it. Do you have to have California water? No, but the people in California do. So we have a quantity of 50 shares, 50.5 shares in California Water. The price per share was $51.19 as of the 29th, and I'm going to show you the difference between the three symbols. I'm going to get up and show you the difference between the three symbols that show California Water did not participate in the market on Friday, and they get a yellow triangle. So I'm going to show you here. Here you have the green triangle for the stock price was up. That is the yellow triangle, which means it did not participate that day for one reason or another. There is California Water. There are the shares. Right below it is Chesapeake Utilities Corporation, CPK. Please don't time me out. We have 19 shares. Here, let me sit down so I don't lose my spot, because it's a bit of a pain in the ass to sign back in. Okay, I get back up. What is going on? It just logged me out. Here, I'll show you. I'll sit you down and log us back in. It just logged us out. So let me sit down and log you back in and show you that. And meanwhile, how did I get involved in money? I got really taken advantage of when I was younger. I don't know if many of you know this, but sometimes the people around you are not very good, and had my credit destroyed by the people before I was even 18. There were bills in my names. It's something that some people that are unsavory do. They take credit out in your name as a minor, and they never intend to pay it back. So when you finally get a hold of your credit account, it's an absolute nightmare. Let me see if I can remember the password. All right, so I'll try to keep it moving. Anyways, the only book that I was recommended to read when I was younger is a book called The Richest Man in Babylon. The author of that book, his name is Clausen. So here I'm going to show you the three different arrows. Green is up, means the stock finished up. Yellow means it did not participate that day in the stock market, and red means down. So we left off with Chesapeake Utilities at 19.58 shares. It was $131.75 as of Friday, and the red arrow is down. There is the market value of each one of those stocks. This is our pie chart. It shows that we don't have all of our eggs in one basket. We spread our investments out. The other thing that I learned and I apply to this is in the book, The Richest Man in Babylon, they talk about you paying yourself first, but they use parables. They call it the 10 rules of gold. 10% of everything you make comes off the top and belongs to you to keep for the rest of your life. Now, when you're getting ready to die, you can will it, bequeath it, whatever you want, but that's your money. So in the meantime, what are we going to do with this $33,546.82? If I need a loan, I'm going to take this paperwork in to a financial institution, a credit institution, a bank, a lending service, whatever it is, and I'm going to offer it as collateral, but I'm going to ask for a better annual percentage rate. And by doing this, you show that the financial institution that you know what you're doing with money and you know how to make money with your money. You're not just a blind consumer. All right, so moving along here. Chesapeake Utilities was down. Costco is next. That's our most expensive stock. We have 2 shares in it. It's $971.88. It was up. ExxonMobil is XOM we have 41.46 shares, $117.96. It was up as of Friday. Marathon Petroleum. If you're ever out in the middle of nowhere and find a gas station, that's the company that does that. Again, another petroleum company that produces oil and fuel and all the derivatives that come off of turning oil into fuel. 17.13 shares, $156.15. It was also up on Friday. Clorox, ticker symbol CLX, 13.97 shares, $167.17 shares. They make a whole lot more things than just bleach. Right below that is the Coca-Cola. I will always keep this stock as an homage. My homage to both Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett. That's the stock that I started out with back in 1983. No, this is not the only account I have, and no, I am not going to show you any of the other accounts I have, but I will recommend this to you. If you ever get to $100,000, stop feeding that account and then open another account. That's just something I've done since 83, 93, 2003, 2023. So like 40 years, over 40 years I've been investing. So anyways, right below that's the J.M. Smucker Company. SJM is the ticker symbol, 8.65 shares. It was down $117.79 a share. They do a lot more than that. Tyson's Food is we have 30.53 shares, $64.50 a share, and it was up as of Friday. And our last stock, which I'll talk a little bit more about, was Walmart, which is their ticker symbol is WMT. We have 54.4 shares, and it's at $92.50. Earlier this year, because Walmart wanted to raise some capital, they gave us a 3-to-1 split. At that time, we only had 15 shares in Walmart, and now we have over 54 shares in Walmart. So they wanted to lower the price per share, but they had to make us whole, which is called indemnifying us. They can't take something away from us, like lowering the stock price, without giving us more stock. Anyways, that's the same thing that happened to us with Amazon. Amazon, I think, was 2-to-1. So there's a reason why we have 25 shares in it. All right. That's about enough from me today about this. This video is already over almost 15 minutes long. Love you guys. Just trying to help you. You don't owe me anything. I think it is vital for you to have a very good understanding of money. It should be one of the cornerstones, and there are 4 cornerstones in your life. One of the large cornerstones of your life is financial literacy. My thing is, if you know more about a sports team or about a game than you do about money, I think you can correct that, and I think you should. All right, the last thing I'm going to talk to you about is how does ComputerShare make money? Because we don't pay ComputerShare anything. So here's ComputerShare. That's the name of the company, ComputerShare. It's www.uscomputershare.com investor summary. That's where we're at. Anyways, how do they make money? Each company that wants to list their stock on this and participate in the dividend reinvestment plan system, they pay ComputerShare to be listed on their stock. That's how they make their money. One of the reasons we keep this and we don't use it is we don't want to pay the taxes on it. We don't want to pay any penalties on it. So we're going to keep this money. It's just like Elon Musk with this stock and all the rest of that stuff. What we're going to do is we're going to leverage this money at a financial institution and use it as collateral. Say we want to buy a car. We want to put a down payment on a house. We want to start a business. Those are the things this money is for. An unforeseen death in the family, a medical bill that you can't pay off on your own. All right? Love you guys and gals. Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can. And if you can't, you have to take care of yourself. There actually are some people out there that are going to try to help you without trying to take anything from you. All right? Like a fart in a G-string. From West Texas, El Paso, I'm out of here. Bye-bye.